Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We're doing some more sound design as usual. I don't know why I always have to preface that. I guess I don't have to preface it, but it feels good to do so. Um, we're gonna take it slow today. um, I, for one, am exhausted, and I'm sure everyone else is as well. So, figured today we're just gonna take it a little slow, start on a fresh redesign here because I've been kind of in the mood to do something a little different. Um, Originally, I had planned to do another redesign from the beginning here, just as another way to fill today's time while I get more of the Unreal stuff figured out off camera. Um, Originally, I was going to take one of those egg dog animations that's like made in Source Filmmaker, and they're like 30 seconds or like a minute long, and they're usually like super over the top and like out of this friggin' planet. They're also pretty funny. Um, so I was like, oh yeah. There was one that had like a bunch of lasers and stuff in it. And I was like, that sounds like fun and lighthearted to do. And then I kind of got disillusioned to that idea over the last 24 hours. So instead, um, especially with I was messing around with some stuff earlier. I saw some people on Twitter talking about ways to get some cool source. So I tried that out yesterday to kill some time, and I actually did get some pretty cool like synth source. Hello, Kai. I got some cool like synthy source stuff, and then I'll just pull up the tweet. I believe the person's name is Juso. Let's find out. Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a Finnish name, so I could be pronouncing that completely wrong. I know like Finnish pronunciation is not my strong suit. Um, but here is the tweet. Let me do this. Juso did a redesign of the Godfall trailer here, and it's like super insane. Um, he's said like mainly using Vital and Traveler together to get these cool like synthy, warbly sounds that like they sound so cool in the context of these like magic sounds. I'll play it for you really quick just so you can hear it. Should I full screen it? I'll full screen it. Nuts. Oh, those transients in there too. Like the transients for this purple magic are just what send me. It's like it's so good. Um so yeah, I was like, damn, I want to do that. Or at least try my hand at it. And I have the basic version of Vital, so I was like, cool. All I need is Traveler, and I'm not gonna buy that. So I I saw someone else, I forget the tweet, but someone else was like, oh yeah, just layer like 12 million OTTs on Serum and put some effects that have a little bit of a tail on them, and you'll get some crazy stuff out of it. And so I did that with Vital, and I did get some crazy stuff out of it. So I kind of want to like do that cool synthy business in the context of magic, like magic spell sounds. So the first thing that came to my mind was League of Legends, which I never play. I probably have like 2 hours in that game, and I just know that they have. I knew that they had good cinematics, just from my friends telling me about them. So I figured there must be one with some good like spell magic-y things in them. And so I found this clip from the Awaken. I think it's just the music video for Awaken. There's music over top of it. But it's like also a cinematic trailer for season 2019 apparently. I don't know. I don't play the game, but that's just the title of the video. Song's pretty good. Uh but there's this character here. I don't know any of their names, so please forgive me. So the clip starts about there. So this character runs up, jumps. She's got this like fan of knives kind of thing going on. So she's flinging knives around, and she does this cool spin move, and she's flinging knives around more. And so I feel like we could get some cool sounds in for that. And there's that cool like last bit where she shoots all of her knives forward, like shoo, and then slams into everyone. She looks very cool. And there's a big dude in the back that starts running in, knocking over his own people and stuff. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting. And I felt like it'd be kind of fun to do some noises for these knives flying around. I think I'd mainly want to focus on the part where she's actually swinging them around. But it might be kind of nice just to do some like whooshes and whatnot. I don't think we'll be able to get to like Foley. We'll definitely not be able to redesign this whole thing, especially with all the crowds and like this army around. I would need to spend like a whole day just making army source, like army vocals source sound. Um, so I'm gonna see what I got from yesterday because I don't quite remember everything, but I know that there's some interesting things in there, and I think we could run it through like maybe Valhalla Shimmer, stuff like that. Get the ball rolling into some cool like swishy like kind of sounds. And yeah, I'm not gonna be too harsh about it. I'm just gonna try and like go with the first ideas, keep the ball rolling, focus on the sound, take it super easy. So yeah, let's listen to some of these that I got from yesterday and see which ones we could just start messing about with. Because I feel like just making some more like, because I remember them being very like synthy. I kind of want them to go more into the realm of magic, which is where Shimmer is going to come into play. Um, oh, that's going through the wrong speaker. There we go. I'll set my input as well just in case. Cool. Yeah. Actually, I haven't listened to these on headphones yet because I just did it with my MacBook speakers. This is kind of cool. The stereo presence, I guess, of it is pretty neat. Ooh. These ones are super sawy. That's kind of cool. I like that one. We'll save that one. That one's like all on the right channel. How strange. That one's kind of cool too. Maybe we'll do that one. I'm definitely gonna sum these to mono. I think. Oh, whoops. This is so strange to do. I've never like listened through a bunch of weird synth noises like this before. And it's like, ah, yes. Do I like, or do I like? It's like this. That's just what they all sound like to me. That one had kind of a cool riser to it. Maybe we'll stick with that one. Let's grab one more. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's the one. Don't mind me just grabbing this. Awesome. We'll shove the cinematic up there. Bring it down just a smidge. There we go. Cool. That's only 4 of them. I thought I grabbed 5. Yeah, 4 is probably fine. So let's grab, well, first, I guess we could just mess with these and see if there's anything interesting that we could get with them. I think the first sound that we want to do would just be like maybe just some ambience for the knives as they fly around and like a riser for this bit. So it's like kind of like coming in like and then like cuts out and then shoo. It's like a slow riser for this bit. So when she's like in the air, you can cut it out and it's like a reverb tail. And then right into the next bit. Can I just play it and then okay. Cool. Perfecto. Then let's just see what we can get out of these things first. You can see what that sounds like just pitched up. It gets kind of cool over here. So let's see what it sounds like. Hello. There we go. I like that bit. It's a bit more tonal. You could probably get away with doing some like something like this. Maybe not. Is there a way I can just like I think there is. I realized I just did not explain in the last like 2 milliseconds there what my idea was. But I'm pretty sure there's an envelope follower, yeah. And then I can take this and it should follow the yeah. So then can I map that to what's that? Arteria. Oh, that's right. Where is there we go. We could map this envelope follower to Little Altar Boy's pitch shift, I think. We could get a similar traveler effect. If anything, we'll get something weird. The pitch is right there. Then we can map this to the pitch. And why don't we just up the gain? Then what if we like fade it in and stuff? Oh, okay. That's a lot smoother there. So what if we bring the fall down a bit? Would be nice if it was a little bit more responsive. If we made this really small, could we get something neat out of it? I don't think so. Maybe this idea doesn't quite work. And that's okay. We can just let's just go with shimmer because that was our initial idea. Turn off my notifications. Okay. So I think what I want to do is just turn the diffusion all the way down and keep the size small. Because then that can give us some interesting stuff. Maybe. Guess not. Okay. Then maybe we do need to fade it in to get like an interesting tail going. Why do I have so many Discord notifications? Oh, I know why. Okay. The feedback might be a bit much. Maybe we want the pitch to go down too. Hmm. Maybe we need some actual diffusion there. That might be what we want to do. Is like this kind of bit, like little clips like that. I think this one's giving our best. It's giving us best results, I think. So I'm gonna make a new track, drag everything that we're not using onto it. Just shove it up there. So we can use this track to make some more source material, you know? Let's see what other kind of bits we can get out of this. I am gonna actually bring this up there just so we have an extra copy of it. Maybe it does need a bit more there. I think I like this on bypass more. Just bypassing the pitch mode completely. Yeah, I think more diffusion, maybe a bigger size. Okay. Let's do mix it 100% there. We don't want that. Let's do that. Let's just render these out and then start throwing them in. Unfreeze, and we gotta move this one. Whoops. That one back. Flatten all these bad boys. Do that. Drop all of these correctly. And honestly, I think we can just start using these for like when the combat starts. That's what I'm more interested in immediately with this redesign. Like, let's start with her right here. I'm going to move these off the timeline of the thing. Ah, yes. Yes, Eric. Off the timeline of the thing. Great explanation. I'm doing a really great job talking about what I am doing. So let's just see if these fit first off. Okay. It definitely needs more. It needs like that kind of fluttery knife sound, which actually let me do a little bit of digging. Um, because I know I have somewhere. Oh, excuse me. I know that I have somewhere in the deep recesses of this SD card. I have a recording of me and my dad slingshotting some washers and whatnot by a microphone. And I can't remember exactly when we did that. We can. We can't look together. I'm in full screen. Actually, I would still like to look on this monitor because it's bigger. Da, 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 da. I feel like it was in November. Did a lot of recording on the 22nd apparently, so why don't I look there? Nope. Hmm. Not sure what that's for, but you know what? It's fine. 22nd. So I think it might be before that, because I think I actually do know what that is. Maybe it was the 11th. I have a lot of stuff here on the 11th. I think that was some construction outside. Dirt, wood chips, and rocks. Footsteps in a planter box. Ah, okay. So I know what that was. This was before then. There. Then there. Maybe it was the 22nd here. Okay. Different metal tools. Just some scrape. Oh my gosh. Some different scrapes and stuff on concrete floor. I was getting frustrated. Ah, okay. So I know what those are from. I feel like it was before that. Maybe the 16th here. No. It was a long recording. It was like a 20 or 30-minute long one. So this is a thunderstorm that happened. Maybe it was cold out, so I think. Oh man. No. Oh, this is gonna take a bit to find, I think. We've got time. No. Go into this view here. Lighting matches. Oh, this was a good recording actually. It was me lighting some matches just straight up. And when you OTT them, they sound pretty freaking good. It was 100% before that. AC unit outdoors. This is a loud AC unit. Hello, Damien. Welcome back. Put the mic right into that AC unit, didn't I? It was after that. If I can't find it within like the next few tries here, I'll just move on. There's an ice cream truck outside. Nice. Gotcha. I know what that is. Grenade launcher. grenade launcher that I was just getting source for. I think it was definitely after that. Oh, it was way after that, I think. So let me skip ahead a little bit. Dirt, wood chips. Yes, dirt, wood chips, and whatnot. What's Oh, it was around there because I remember it was with my dad. Garage door opening and closing. I think it was this day. So let me see. It's got to be close here. So that was bricks and stuff. Yeah, this was it. 292. Okay. Like how I said okay in the recording. All right. So let's just drag that into the project file. Gonna take a second. But I believe in here I have some decent recordings of like the washers flying by. So we can use that as well to get some interesting source material. I'll let it load the file preview there for a bit. Funnily enough, I got the idea to do that from a behind the scenes video of how League's audio team got some source material. Except they had, like a whole line of, shotgun mics down a big warehouse, and they had like this professional looking slingshot, and they had, bags and bags of different washers, and 8 people, recording at different spots, and then they would put it all together, and like I just had this, like I just had this, and then excuse me, let me grab the slingshot. It's still in. I remember in the leagues in the behind the scenes video, they had this cool like kind of slingshot that was like made of plastic and all that cool stuff. It had like 8 rubber bands on it. I just got this. Like, this is made of a piece of wood. It's got some rubber tubing and like a fake leather bit at the end there. But I will let you know, it did sound really good. Just letting it fly. So I'll go put that back later. Let me close the drawer that I pulled out. Okay, so this file is finished loading. So let's see. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. That's actually like exactly what we needed. Just this. So let me first. I mean, I'm just really gonna mess with it and not quite care. We can get rid of. Literally, what we need is right there. Let's just try EQing out everything that we don't need first. Why don't we actually, before even doing that, try and denoise it? Because that could be quite useful if we are able to denoise a good chunk of it. Cool. Let's freeze and flatten that then. I don't think I got everything, but I did get a decent amount. So then we can try OTTing it again. I don't think we're going to get a very clean recording out of this, which is quite unfortunate. Oh no. That's sad. That's like the best that we could do, and that's still really bad. Cause like we could just crop this out maybe. But even that, like, it's so quiet. Like, yeah, that's just not gonna work. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We put a lot of time into getting those recordings, and they're just trash. The way it goes. My backup idea is to just use, yeah, that. I'm gonna run this through Valhalla Room. And there is, I hate this recording too, because it's got like a refrigerator hum in it. That's like so bad. You can see it's right there. Right, like right in this area over here. If I get room out of the way, you can see it popping up real bad. So I always have to just cut it out. And there's one like, yeah, that little harmonic or whatever in there, gotta go. But everything else that's there is like perfectly usable. So I mean, it takes like 2 seconds to do that EQ, but it's troublesome because I have to do it every time I want to use this recording, even somewhat. Let me bring that decay up. We could do like a bright room. That's a bit bright for me. How about dark room? I was just digging large room to be quite honest. Okay, I'm actually going to first just run a few more of those knife scrapes. I'll space these out a bit. But with that one, that one kind of blows. Let's just do these four then. So I'm gonna render these out just to be a bit more quick with it. I'll do it this way. Turn off the count in. And I'm going to use these for those movements. I'm going to run it through a bit of a tremolo to give it that like kind of idea that I've got in my mind. And hopefully mixing that with that synthy stuff will sound kind of cool. That's the plan, at least. It's not like outright magic and stuff right in your face, so it may not fit super well, but not the end of the freaking world. That's what I always say. Oh, okay. I think it might be a bit too like reverby. Maybe that's just me. I could just add, let me add in the Melda tremolo, some modulation. If I pitch it down, maybe. Yeah. That's what we want. So honestly, what we're going to probably want to do is layer it up a bit with itself at different pitches to make it feel a bit fuller, because those lower pitched down versions are a bit lacking in the upper frequencies. Okay. Move my phone out the way, but it's not like right where my arm is. Cool. Let's see. She does like her first swing about here. I could crop this in a bit. It needs to be a lot more like a quicker kind of fade in. And a lot quicker of a fade out. Cool. We can just duplicate that. Pitch it up a bit. And just kind of match it roughly. And then within there, we could throw in like a whoosh to make it more like instead of this kind of slow fading kind of thing. And let's try and get this vital stuff in there as well. Reverse this maybe? That kind of works. I do want to pitch it down just a smidge. Oh, and I kind of want to run it through like some crazy distortion. Not that crazy though. All right, Amp, you lost your chance. I want to do like a ring mod. And then I want to run that through like Decapitator with the punish on. And honestly, we're going to do this parallel. I guess dry wet, quote unquote. So I just want that like ringing bit up there, but not lose any of the wobbly stuff in there. That's even a word. Just, oh my gosh, just for the sake of my brain, this could be the wet chain. This would be the dry chain. Cool. We do need a bit for right after it though. I'm gonna group these together. I'm gonna start making changes. Don't need a tremolo on there. Then this should still sound the same. This will be like metal magic. And I'm gonna group this together. Put the effect rack on there. This will be like synth magic. Or magic. And then just, I'm gonna group these together and just be like source. And then just shove that up there. Minimize that group. Color it gray. And then turn it off. There we go. And we'll call this like the sword or knife attacks. If I could type normally. There we go. I'm excited for this to like this could hit a spot of being like absolutely insane cool. But we just got to get it there. Okay. And then in here, I mean, we can also just grab it from here if I just want something unprocessed. Maybe get some more synthy stuff in there. We could just fade this out real fast. And like lower this in the mix quite a bit. But this just goes like. I do want to sum that to mono though, because it's panned on the wrong side. I do want to lower the width on this. Okay, it feels a bit heavy. How can we make this lighter? Like this feels a bit too like large and behemoth-y. Like if there was like imagine there was this big dude and he's like got a big sword and he just throws it with like this cool magic swirling around it. That would be I think what this fits. But this is more like agile, quick, nimble, which is not necessarily what this is fitting, at least at the moment. I think maybe we need to bring down the magic-y stuff here and EQ out. Let's go to like mid-side. And on the sides, we're just going to cut out all the bass completely. And on the mids here, we're going to boost around like 100-ish. Yeah, we could let in a little more bass on the sides there, I think. Could we even get away with like that? This is weird. I've never really done so much on a mid-side EQ before. Maybe we just cut out like this frequency around 300. I feel like this also needs to just be tighter. Yeah. Oh, this could even fade in sooner. And this definitely needs a Doppler on it, now that I'm thinking about it. Like 100% needs a Doppler. So we could try and fake that again with like little altar boy. It was doing not a bad job. So how do I want to do this? Something like this. I think I'd actually want this to all be a bit taller. Maybe a bit less extreme. Oops. This also needs to be a lot more aggressive. Oh, it sounds kind of trash with the Doppler. Hold on. Oh my gosh, here we go. This needs to, I think, go back down. Why does it sound like trash now? It was sounding okay before. Does this need to go back to Unity there? Hello. There we go. I think these could be at like 0.4. That sounds better. So it really has to be kind of subtle in there. Man, I think this stream is just making me want to get Traveler more than anything. Which makes me a little sad because I could have picked it up for like a holiday sale thing. But I think, limitations breed creativity and all that. This needs to be more metallic, that's right. I think I can just run this through Decapitator just straight up and do like this. Well, honestly, we could also just run this through there, just straight up. And this needs to be EQ'd again. This could also be just decapitated a bit. Oh, that's right. Little Alter Boy does stupid stuff to the freaking stereo spectrum. I was wondering why. I was like, this is a mono sound. Didn't sound so weird, but that's right. Little altar boy does weird business. Let's try instead of altar boy, transformer, and we just use the pitch shifting. There it is. Configure pitch shift. Then on here, we can do the same thing. We can just do like 0.4, 0.4. Yeah, that is a lot better in terms of stereo business. Maybe this should not curve so much. Don't think we need to do that much. Let's tone that drive back a bit. Okay. How's this sound together now? I think we could automate that tremolo. Yeah, we could automate this depth. So I need to, oh, perfect. I don't need to configure it at all. And we can just, whoops, do one of these. Even make this a bit more on the depth and then kind of fade the depth out. Yeah, that's cool. I do want to compress this, I think, a bit. And lower this metal, like this knife scrape down quite a bit. You could totally bring that down like 6 dB. And this synth magic layer is starting to become more of a whoosh than anything. I'm going to bring it down a bit more. It's a cool whoosh though. And there's our synth business. Let's bring the synth up. Let's just see how that sounds. Honestly, kind of a fan. What if we frequency shifted a bit? And then what if we OTT'd it again? No. This has the transformer on it. Okay. This could honestly lose the low end to it. And just get run through a bit of like decapitator. Just a bit. And I think that's fine. Like I think that's a good swoosh. I want it to be more though. I feel like it's missing one like cool bit. Right now it sounds fine, but I want it to be like sick. I guess that's always the goal, right? So I'm gonna make that more percussive, I think, with transient designer. And then honestly, just throwing like a whoosh would be perfectly reasonable. Let's do this one. Reverse it. And then duplicate that, reverse it again, reverse the fade, do that, crossfade it. Come on. And on there, we can transient designer this. Oops. Yo, that's kind of cool, actually. I didn't know that you could do that. Let's do that. And you know what? Because, like, you know what? Let's do that. Cut some of the sub from this. Definitely cut the lows from this. Yo. Thank you for the subscription. I haven't heard that noise in freaking ages. So I appreciate it. Big appreciate that. It actually reminds me. It reminds me that I was checking like my overall like because I was checking to see how long I'd been streaming before the end of the year. And that's how I found out it was like 6 months. So I was like, oh sweet, 6 months. Nice. I'll do a 6 month stream. Um and then I also checked, because it was right there, how much money I'd made off of Twitch streaming over 6 months, and it's like almost $100, which is kind of insane to me, like in a good way. It's like it's crazy cool. Like I'm almost at that point where I could cash out for the first time on Twitch. Almost made $100 over 6 months. It's like not sustainable at all, Kai, but like it's still cool. Like it's a cool milestone to hit. I'm not like doing this for money or anything either. So it's nice. I feel like I hear with Twitch or YouTube, it's either literal cents or 1K plus. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on just the streamer that you are. If you're like a streamer that's getting a bunch of donations and whatnot, that's most of where your revenue comes from. Because like Twitch takes 50%, sometimes a bit more, I think, of subscriptions. So like, if a sub is like $5, you get 250 out of it. A little bit less, I think. So yeah, that part kind of blows. But then I'm pretty sure like donations straight up, are big money makers for big old streamers. More frog and cow suit equals more revenue. That's very true. I need to actually redo those rewards to add some more. and also kind of jimmy the prices a bit. I think it'd be cool to do more like, I need to use this kind of sound, but I just haven't thought of any of them. Um, Maybe I should use some more like practical ones, like use a synth, record something in your room, things like that, instead of like haha fart sound. um, so I think that would be a good place to start. I also might rework some of the prices of like making me chug my water bottle because some of y'all some of y'all probably have like 6,000 points or something like that and could make me chug my water bottle 8 times over. I need a kick drum. Honestly, that first one was fine. It's not mono, but I can make it mono. I would prefer it to be mono. And this is just going to be like negative 15 dB. It's just something super subtle. That's cool. It's got the pitch shifting on there, which is not really what I was expecting. But I mean, it's fine. Then you dare insult the fart sound. A paltry 6K. 9.7K. Oh no, dude, my bladder. That hurts my bladder thinking about it. Do want this kick to not be so long. Straight up like that is fine. Just so it has like a little bit of a impact for when it goes like. I might honestly want to scooch the whoosh here a bit forward. I think I'm making this feel more like a throw than it is like a slash, because I think that's just what the move is. Hold on. Because I think it's just a continuation of that movement in there. Like it's slash and then, more slashing. And she does more slashing and then she's killing everyone and everyone's like, whoa, dude, he's too cool. So I think maybe I need to go less on that tremolo at the end. Like really turn that back down. And then I think, honestly, turning down this a bit as well. Just having that like tiny bit of Doppler is good for it kind of moving across the camera, but with having it really in there, I think was a bit much and felt more like a throw. And I'm pretty certain that it's not just like a throw and then cut and she's just slashing with them all of a sudden. So I'm pretty sure that it's just a slash there, and then we can try and continue that motion. Like a so like the sounds are fading in and out with one another. I think we could get that working. 9.7K. Insane to me. Dude, we still got like 50 minutes left. It feels like half an hour ago I looked at the clock and it was 1 o'clock. It's nuts. I'm not in full screen either. Whoops, my bad. I got Ponyo stuck in my head, I think on accident there. I was just humming some random stuff, but it did sound like Ponyo, Ponyo. I shouldn't do that. DMCA, DMCA. Honestly, let's use this sound some more. And just kind of block out the rest of the like whooshes and stuff. Because I think I'm just going to use these same sounds since it's the same move, right? Okay, so that moves like a big spin circle kind of thing. This could definitely be lower in pitch since it's farther away. And I mean, we'll I don't really need to worry about, mixing and stuff for this stream. That'll and like putting it in the place that it's in because the camera is like super close shot, super far shot, super sideways, twisty shot. Like I'm not gonna focus on that stuff. That would be like a later step. And she does like another one into this slow-mo move. So let's try and get that in there. So that one kind of goes like, so we would need like a pitch drop or something, which we could get arranged, I think. Yeah, right. Yeah, so there's like a slow-mo bit there until she stands like this and then shoots him forward. It's cool. I don't think I've actually done. I kind of did a slow-mo bit one time before, but it was so bad. It's on my reel too. Oh no, dude. All the more reason to get that thing out of there. Actually, is it on my reel? It's on my old reel. Oops, we don't need to look at my Chrome. Oh, it is on my reel. Oh man. But yeah, it's this bit. It's just such a cheesy bass drop for that part. It kind of goes like. Doo. There's an earlier bit too where he's like shooting at things and it slows down, and I do another bass drop. I do two of them in one redesign. It's real bad, but I do like this bit. That part was cool. I got cool bits in there. There we go. Honestly, I might also want some ambassador on this at some point to add some bass to these whooshes again, because I'm really just cutting out the weird, sparse sub on everything. This could go a bit longer. We would just need to do that. Fix this fade. And then we could honestly have it like reverse in again. Do something like crazy stupid. Like, so she stops about here. That would need to go about there. It needs to be a tighter. So it's like cutting off about there. Cool. And then honestly, we could. No, that's such a bad idea. Like, I was thinking we could with the pitch shifting here. Get back to the automation. Just like bring this up there and then really like shoot it down. But I think it doesn't sound very good at all. Oh, you know why it doesn't sound good? It's because I have the keep formants on, I think. No, it's on 0%. Weird. Well, I'm going to not do that. And I'm just going to do like normal Dopplering. So we'll do like something like that. And then we'll do something like this. And then I have like a pitch drop plugin. I believe I have it. If not, there's a pitch drop in vinyl that I could use. That would be a bit sketchy because I would have to just get rid of all the other effects in it. But I could use that pitch drop on certain things to give that like kind of feeling. Such an odd sound for that. Where did I get these from again? Were these all just on the same track? They were. Cool. And we'll just reuse them. That one was reversed, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I've found out that you probably can't see it, but like down here, if I can zoom in actually. There's a little R right at the bottom of the screen, which is quite nice because that'll tell me if a clip has been reversed or not. And sometimes I need that. Okay, nice. We'll just try and line this up again. Might just need a third track, which is perfectly fine. Did I pitch these down at all? I did. This could go down and pitch a little bit. Fade that in, fade it out as well. Maybe just crop that because it doesn't need to be so long. That's kind of cool, actually. I like the whistling bit in there. And then we need another one. Let's just grab this first one again. We could honestly pitch it down a little bit more. And kind of, we'll make another track for it. Duplicate this. Could go to texture mode on this and pitch it down. And then we'll need like a bigger whoosh, like a slower one to kind of fade us back in. So I think we can just do one of these. Fade that out a bit. And maybe we even, whoops, make another track, copy paste it, and then pitch it down like an octave-ish. Yeah, that's kind of sick. It's a little weird. but I'm here for it. We can lower this volume a bit. This could honestly fade out a lot more. Cool. Then we've got this stuff. This is like what your eye or your ear latches to most. We're gonna call this like whoosh. We're gonna call it the whoosh pact. The whoosh and impact. Okay. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? First, I want to rearrange those. Okay. I think I want to put markers down. That might be a bit much. I think I could just minimize that and use these as reference. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Cool. Then I'm going to... do I have more of these around? I do, don't I? Yes. Perfect. That's down 13 and that's down 6. So we'll do down 13. Unwarp those. And put these down 6. Perfect. And now we can just crop these to our heart's desire. I will have to go in and find some more knife sounds, but that won't be that big of a deal. Nothing on these tracks. Cool. All right. Then I can just grab these and shove them down. These are the same sound, aren't they? Oh, these are also the same sound. All right. This should be fine. Honestly, that's like placed pretty well already. I will want to like scooch it back a bit. And then automate this tremolo again. We could bring that down, bring that up, fade that out. Yeah, we're gonna have to do more metal stuff there, but that's okay. We'll get to that in a second. Let's just grab that bit there. Cut that and paste it about there. And perfect. This is like coming together all right. I'm not like super into it, but like I'm just going with it. Again, still kind of warming up from the holidays. So I'm not going to be I'm not going to be super critical about how this is sounding. Oh, that's so nice that has like a ring to it. I didn't even listen to it. Oh, that's actually like super nice that has a ring to it. Because it's for the slow-mo swing. We want that to fade out then a lot slower. And then, ooh, we can move that there. We could honestly like really kind of emphasize this hit or this swing with a deeper tremolo. And honestly, like maybe just a little bit, we could lower the rate to like, yeah. Cool. That works. And then we do need that last one over here. Well, thank you, Kai. I'm thinking it's sounding okay. It still needs that extra, like, it needs something. It's missing something. And I think it's missing something like kind of nuts, weird sounding. Because even this synthy stuff up here, like this, whoops, I'm hitting the wrong key. There we go. Like this stuff, it's like weird and sounds like a spaceship almost, but it's not like enough. I feel like it needs to be like weirder, if that makes any sense. We could honestly try and just make some more source while we're here, like more synthy source stuff. I would not mind doing that, with just a little bit of some direction in mind of this like knife movement kind of stuff. But let me get these last little swishes in. This will be yeah, so we can honestly automate the tremolo to go back. You could go a little bit high, a little bit higher on that. And then give me the depth again. And automate the depth to go up to like 0.8. Cool. It's like a good resonant metal noise. And we need more of these. Let's find some. I need to get more of these. There's more of these on hand. Cool. Let's just do that one. And I'm going to copy this processing onto here. I'm going to lower this in pitch so that it is a slower kind of scrape. This could go a lot further forward. Yeah. Let's do this one. Like these are all either a little too short or a little too slow of scrapes. Got any Doppler effects on it? I kind of do, Kai. I don't have any Doppler plugins. I think there was one that was free or like $2 a long time ago, and I should have picked it up. I was like, I'll never need a Doppler effect, and then lo and behold, here I do need a Doppler effect. But I'm faking it a little bit with M Transformer and just using the pitch shift in there because I like that pitch shift a bit more than the little Alter Boy one. Since the little Alter Boy one likes to get all freaky deaky with the stereo spectrum. Yeah, that one works. Man, the dogs are losing it outside. I'm also hungry. Man. This needs to like peak right at the cut there. Can I reverse this? Ooh, why don't I just do that? Yeah, let's reverse this back and kind of do a little crossfade action. And we need another. Yeah, let's try this one. Maybe this one also needs to be reversed. Oop, needs to go there. Yeah, that's kind of sick. We could honestly have something like that in there too. That is kind of cool. It's a little late though. Maybe I just need to scooch this forward like a bit. No, both of these need to go forward. Yeah. Yeah, I dig that. And we could have like a second one in there. A second one. Second one in there. Just because there's multiple knives in there, it'd be kind of cool to have just a few different in there. I'm actually going to make those their own tracks. We scooch that whole thing forward because I like the cadence of it. It's yo, it's coming together. It's kind of coming together a bit. Where's that Doppler? Because this needs to go way back up. Let's just do right there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, dude. It's kind of cool. Oh, I need to get this in there though, because that's just making things feel like that. So I need to get more of this in there. Yeah. So let's find. I'm actually gonna whoopsie, consolidate that. And I should honestly make more of these and just consolidate and export them because they're so useful. Oh, also, Cole, while you're here, check this out. It was perfect timing that you asked. So, I'll be using this later today for you. Getting some good stuff. High quality paddles. That may not be true. How much are they? It doesn't say on the pack. I can at least read though. It's got some specs on it in case you were curious. Inverted, or the surface is inverted for enhanced ball control and added spin. The rubber is red and black, 1 millimeter. The handle, concave. And the blade, 5 ply. Oh man. Spice up your game with the Prince Premium 2-player set. These ultralight 5-ply blades. What do they call them, blades? They call paddles blades? Is that a thing? These ultralight 5-ply blades boast an inverted surface for increased ball control and added spin, while the easy grip concave handle ensures the quality you need to power through your next match with ease. The wood part is the blade. Gotcha. Where quality meets competition. Sick. I should learn how to play ping pong. Game's fun. Just never have a table around. Let's use that one. Just cut off the end bit there. It's a lot of fun, dude. I bet it is. People look like they have a ton of fun when they're playing it. I've just never done more than like back and forth. I've never gone like like really whacking it at people. I just feel afraid that I'm gonna hit them. Now why is this not sounding as powerful? Maybe I can just consolidate this. Oops. And then bring up the volume a bit. Yeah, we don't need them all to be insane, I guess. Insane whoosh. Oh, it's the pitch shifting. Once you get to that smacking level, the game clicks. It's so much fun. Oh, I'd believe it. I got super into gosh, what was it? Badminton. Oh man. Badminton was so much fun when I played it in high school. Like it was insane how much fun it was. Like, and everyone was digging it. No one was like, this game sucks, it's weird, there's cones that were hitting back. Like, everyone was into it. So you were like diving, running for it. Oh, it was like, it would be like hanging in the air and you're like, I got it. Boom, and it makes that kind of like boom kind of sound when you hit it. Oh, so good. So freaking good. We can use this swoosh as well. We're gonna need a handful of these. If I ever get like rich and famous, first thing I'm doing is like buying a house that has a big enough backyard to have a badminton court in it, or multiple badminton courts even if I can afford it. And then just being like, yo, who wants to come over and play badminton? And then just have badminton parties. Honestly, that works. Kind of want it to be a little lower in pitch, but the cadence of it is fine. Cool. And we're gonna probably need a second track for this. Yeah, minimize this. Right now we're rocking that. Then we need something to reverse into this thing. Honestly, I might have these whooshes stay out of the pitch shift. I think that just, it doesn't sound as good with it flipping around and pitch and all that. Badminton bad boys. I love that. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's super into badminton. I'm just gonna roughly place these kick drums about. I don't think we need one for the last one there though. Maybe we don't even need one for that part. And we'll see. I think that's fine. Let's see how this all sounds together. So we've got, we just do like weird stuff. I'll name this normally, like, cause I want to finish this redesign at some point. Weird synth. Call it synth stuff. We'll just call it synth. Don't need to go stupid with it. Cool. And then the synth magic. Cool. And then the metal magic. Cool. And the whoosh pact. Tight. Badminton, more like radminton, because I agree, it's rad as freak. I had to catch myself on that one. It is, you know what, radminton, I'm here for it. Ah, that reminds me, there's this badminton anime. I've been meaning to watch it for like 3 months. I was talking about badminton with someone. Almost lost my 100 quid there. Yeah. I was talking about badminton with someone, and I was like, yo, there's gotta be a badminton anime out there. There's Haikyuu volleyball. There's freaking Free, which is swimming. There's, what's it called? Yuri on Ice. Figure skating. There's like every sports game, or sports anime imaginable. Kuroko no Basket, that's one, right? All these sports animes out there. There's gotta be one about badminton, and there is, dude. I gotta watch it. A friend of mine watched the first couple episodes and he was like, it's all right. And I'm like, nah, dude. If it's badminton, it's perfect. So maybe I'll watch that later today. Oh, that wasn't with the whooshes. You know what? That is okay. That is an okay redesign. We still got 15 minutes. We can figure out something. I'm kind of curious what just a little bit of ambassador on this whole magic-y knife attack group is gonna sound like. It's not bad. Honestly, not bad. That's not terrible, dude. It does need that one little bit though. Why don't we just like mess around? We make a whoop. I just kind of did like the home improvement noise. Oh no, dude. All right. No, I don't want that track in there. I want it at the bottom. And we're gonna put this in the source folder, actually. We're gonna make it a MIDI track instead. Let's just grab operator. All right. Move this out of the way. I need to make that group active. That's why. Cool. So we've got a sine wave. And what we can do with it, get some frequency modulation going in there, maybe. Oops. Okay, so I think actually I would want, maybe we do want the sine wave. Let's go with that. And I want like one plugin that would add a tail. And I kind of want to do crystallizer and like have a really short recycle on it. And we can turn off the MIDI sync and make this like really short. Oh, excuse me. Cool. And then we add an OTT and we press duplicate like 8 times. Or a lot of times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 OTTs. And we're going to just see what happens. Yeah, so it does that. Which is kind of nuts. It kind of defaults to this like kind of noise. Maybe we get rid of some of them. Now there's 10 there. We could mess with just stuff in here. Okay, before I get too into it, I'm going to make a track here for resampling. And go over here. Just hit record and then start doing things. Those might be good, actually. Oh. Well, you can have fun with this, I guess. I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Uh-huh. That last bit was really funny. That's so yeah, welcome to my live performance harsh noise uh stream. It's real good. All right, it's gonna have to cut that one off there. That's cool. Crystallizer does some cool stuff. Glad I did that. I like the stuff over here. Honestly, let's use that part. In here. For like the slowdown kind of bit. Because I think that'll be kind of sick. Lower that in volume a bit. Yeah, dude. Honestly, even that noise is like sick in and of itself. So I must have other versions of it in here. Yeah, that part's cool. So is that part. That part's kind of sick. Could probably reverse that part. So let's start with this one. Scroll all the way back. Give myself some tracks here. I'd rather these be kind of short. Let's do something like this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nice. That's the good stuff. Grab that. You can just click. We're smart gamers. We can do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe this is just what we needed. It's sounding kind of cool. Let's grab that part. And let's just see how it sounds. Oops, there. You could use that part actually at the end here. Yeah. And let's just grab one more snippet. Grab that. And we said we were going to reverse this one. Let's actually do that. It'll take a second, I believe. And we may not even need to. Let's just scooch it over there for now. Yeah. Okay. Tight. This one could be a bit louder. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, message. Oh man, message received on that. This one I want to be a bit louder. Maybe we replace it with this one. And also just like double these up. It's so funny that this is just in here, this part. It's so cheesy. Yo, that's so tight though. These could go down, I think. Same with this one. It's like, it's a little too much. Again, it's in that like, this is too crazy territory. The ending bit is cool, I'll say. Like, I do like that. I might fade that out a bit more. And I might just group these together in like a mini group and be like, this is the blurb 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 group. And I might just turn down the stereo width a bit. Yeah. Couldn't hurt to give it a little bit more because it's kind of nice in your ears. Let's bring all of these back up so I can just do this. Oops, I want to do that. This, I think, needs to be a bit slower of a fade in. Ah, that's what we need. This needs to be like that. These could actually go back down. It's so weird. This one's cool with the pitch shift in there. It'd be cool if we got into this part too, but I think that's okay. I'm sorry, I was just like silent there listening because I think this is cool. Like I think it's just kind of sick. I am gonna color code these a bit. So that's gonna be that color, and the metal magic is gonna be the lighter color. Ay, ay, ay. Get these freaking bots out of here. Unable to fetch account. Are you kidding me? There we go. Excuse me, Twitch. There you go. Banned. I need to, I think next time that happens, just copy paste whatever they have in my blacklist. That's what I did before, and it seems to work. But then they started getting funky with the text. And it no longer works. I kind of want this stuff to be a bit louder. I'm going to see how this sounds on my MacBook speakers really quick. Oops. There we go. It sounds cool. Doesn't quite sound as like as it does with the headphones. So I'm sure this could take some tweaking. Like, I'm surprised that's not even clipping either. Is it bad that like I like it though? That's kind of cool. I'm gonna not go so hard on it. Just do a dB down. That could have a much longer tail, I think. That's kind of cool. I do in the metal here kind of want to do, this is just really quick and then I'll end the stream. I want this in there. And like, I really want it to shine. This has got to be its own. And that's gotta get EQ'd to do that. Okay, we can pitch that down a little. And then we're gonna just automate the fader here because I'm too lazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. Big fan of that. Awesome. All right. We can do a little walkthrough what we did today, and then I do have to skedaddle though. I have to talk to my friend Donathan. Good old Don. All right. So what did we do today? What did we do today? We made some cool source, which was fun. We had this clip here. We redesigned a bit of. We could just go through, I guess, layer by layer. So here's like the synth stuff. And make this a bit bigger. Move this timeline over there. Which is so weird, but I'm here for it. And then the synth magic layer, which I think is like really nice. It's like magic-y whooshes. Real nice. Sick. And the metal sounds. Cool. And then we have just this little knife hit at the end here. And then the impacts. Whoops. And whooshes. So yeah, all together. That third impact isn't really coming out. But it's okay. It could use, I don't want to do this on stream. Because I'm already thinking like, oh, you know, I could do some transient shaping, because that would literally just be like click, click, do that, and then do one of those, and then bring that down a bit, and then... I'm actually going to, oops, group everything here and call this knife tax. And I'm going to call this like non sub. Actually, I'm going to call this like Dopper. There we go. Then on this whole thing, we can do not bad. How about we A/B this? Do a little less. Cool. I'm okay with that. How are we looking on the meter there? Kind of cool. There's some stuff that we could do to improve this. I'll go through this really quick, not so I can not waste Don's time. Yeah, the slow-mo bit could be a bit more accented. I think the actual like impacts and whooshes that are in this purple group at the bottom could be a bit more pronounced. We could try and go for a more fitting style instead of this like that kind of stuff. But it's cool, so I'm having fun with it. And then I think we would just want to do some tweaking with the synth stuff, make it a bit cleaner. It's a little messy at the moment. Do some cleanup in like the lower mids, especially just like on that pretty much everything in the synth group that's in there. Like this one here. It's like do some EQing, just like basic mixing and quote unquote mastering. Like I would probably want to run Decapitator on top of everything because I have no restraint. And then see just like where everything is laying, you know, frequency wise. Tighten up the bass frequencies a bit. See how much I can get away with stereo stuff, that kind of thing. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who came out today. Really, really, really appreciate it. Shout out to Gage for the sub. Appreciate that big time. Yeah, I'll be back on Monday doing more audio streaming. We've got this to keep working on. We've also got the Unreal project that we're working on, which if I make progress on this week end, would be quite nice. I think that's it. Yeah. So I will leave y'all to the rest of your days. Thank you so much. Goodbye. 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 Clicking over to the stream over screen. And goodbye.